That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I should have stuck to my wits when I said that I thought Thunder was going to win, and then last night I was like, oh, by the way, that's right. Based on numbers and statistics, Solomon Great's probably going to win. Yeah, don't be influenced by the things that you hear around yourself, because Cody Angelov did it. Thunder, Crusadia, brings it on home, and I think to not a better champion than Cody Angelov himself. You guys always know him as Dakota Angelov, but congratulations, sir. So let's dig on to our event analysis of Top Cut, shall we? Top 64 at the NAWCQ. Congratulations to everybody that topped. I heard a lot of successful things out of this event, and the numbers looking pretty interesting as well. So first up, we had 16 Danger Thunder Dragon. 11 of those were Crusadia. We knew that something interesting was going to come out of this event, and it looks like Crusadia Thunder Dragon was that fucking abnormality. We always kind of had the concept of this deck in the back of our minds. I know a lot of us did. We saw it. I didn't think that this would be the build that we were going to go with to be the most optimal out of this event, but it looks like, yeah, this deck had tied representation, of course, with top, but your most other represented deck coming in at 16 slots was Orcust. Wow. It's like we knew this. All right. We've been predicting the top 4 metagame decks of all format. You know, we've made countless videos. Somebody even commented in my comment section, was like, wow, Robbie, you know, your fucking negativity towards the metagame is just destroying the competitive scene. No, we're not. Like, the only thing I do is I analyze these, you know, we present the facts in a factual way, because that is what we do. If you're seeing statistically the same decks coming across Top Cut, that would appear to be your metagame, right? I can't sit here and shit out new cards and, you know, have that change the meta. That's not how life works, my friend. I'm sorry that you live in some delusional fantasy world, but there's that. So of those 16 Orcas, we had 10 Phantom Knight, 4 PK Danger, 1 Goki, and 1 Dinosaur. So, 1 Goki Orcust. I assume that that is essentially the Warrior Toolbox version of the deck, right? But, I'm very curious to see that list. I'm very curious. I'm also curious about the Dinosaur Orcust list as well. I assume that that is a combination of putting Ultimate Conductor on the field for disruption, along with other possible influences in the deck. That's intriguing, actually. I'm curious to know what those 2 decks were doing. Now, of course, standard Phantom Knight, standard PK Danger, you know, we've seen how these lists work. They're the most stable. But it's always those rogue picks that get into the Top Cut that you're always like, how did that get to where we are today? So I'm curious to see the interaction and interactivity of those particulars from those builds, actually. I think that's going to be the most interesting. Now, 14 Salad made it into Top Cut. And I was talking about yesterday when we were looking at the numbers, I made the video that said America loves Salad because it was the most represented deck via numbers. Semantically, I don't know all the Danger and all the Thunder variants. Like, you know, we're moving all of these numbers around. It was probably going to be different in terms of actual clarification. But 14 Salad, proving that, yeah, third best deck in the format. Absolutely, you know. Big 4 continuing to do what they do. I don't know. Salad cards are salad cards. Then we had 13 Sky Striker. Wow. Sky Striker made it all the way to the finals, actually, which I am pretty intrigued out of this event in the grand scheme of things, because honestly, I don't know. Looking at the way that things were kind of coming out of this event, I didn't think there would be this many Sky Striker. I was probably banking on about 8, honestly. I'd kind of be there in Top Cut, but, honestly, kudos to pulling that off. I'm happy with the overall number of striker. Now, Rogue. Who were the chosen? Well, honestly, the Goki and the Dinosaur Orcas decks, I think I got to give another shout out to those guys. You keep it real, alright? We've talked about the Orcust bullshit that these decks can do, these really cool OTKs that you get access to. So it's basically, you take Orcust, combine it with an engine, bada bing, bada boom, you know, you're good to go. Now, we had one Mystic Mind Burn. Fuck yeah! Finally! Finally. After an eternity, I finally get to say this. We can ban Mystic Mind now. One got into Top Cut. Finally. I am kind of sad that he probably didn't do better than he actually should have, but nonetheless, kudos to you, Mystic Burn player. You're my hero. Now, we only had one Endymion Pendulum. Actually, we only had one Pendulum. I've predicted, and I said the Pendulum was the 5th best deck. Honestly, sitting at the table with the other 4, it's kind of scary. But Pendulum just had the most potential. But so many players went into this event, and they were just like, yeah, you're Pendulum. Like, what happened? Like, I get your boards that you make are pretty easily broken. I get that, but like, the deck seemed way better than it actually was, and it flopped so hard. We also had one zombie. Yeah, I said this before we began. There's always that one zombie guy. I don't know what it is. Alright, like, I don't know. Maybe I should start saying the zombie is the 5th best deck so it stops randomly topping these events, but for some reason, it keeps wiggling its way in. Oh, I guess we also had a Pendulum Magician. Scratch that. We had 2 Pendulum decks in Top Cut. We had one Endymion and one Pendulum Magician. I would like to... are we just not playing Servant of Endymion and the good 4-card engine in the Pendulum deck? I guess we'll wait to see that list. And then we had one Subterror. Congratulations, my guy. You're probably the real MVP out of this Top Cut besides the Mystic Burn player and the obligatory 1 zombie player. Just to make Top Cut. So that's top 64. We smash into top 32. Oh no. All of our rogue friends are dead. So top 32 was 9 Danger Thunder Dragon. 6 of those. 6. I had to look at my hand for a second. 6. We had 7 PK and 1 Dinosaur Orcas. That Dinosaur Orcas deck, still bringing it on home. We had 8 Salad decks. We had 6 Sky Striker, and that 1 Endymion Pendulum deck. I would like to give a shout out to all of the rogue decks. Subterror, Zombie, Pendulum Magician, Mystic Mind Burn, and the Goki Orcas deck. You all tried, and you all came so far and died in top 32. I made the joke and I said, man, Rogue is gonna die in top 32. Like, it doesn't exist beyond that point. Absolutely it doesn't. That shit is dead all the way around the world. Top 16 was 4 Crusadia Thunder Dragon, 2 more Thunder, 5 Salad, 3 Sky Striker, 2 Orcas. That 1 Dinosaur Orcas deck made it into top 16. That man's my hero. I'm very curious. I would like to know his list. That's absolutely amazing. He did so well. Like, that is literally the definition of Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, I'm proud of it. And unfortunately, he died in top 8. And then our finals were held down by Sky Striker versus Crusadia Thunder Dragon. Now, what are we taking out of this? Alright, besides the infinite news that came out this weekend, which I'll probably make a separate video on, because I honestly think that's worth covering in a separate segment. Thunder, you got your chance. You did it. You came on through. I don't know how it took you this long to finally you got your first YCS win last block. Now Thunder takes the big W here. Number 2, Sky Striker, making it to the finals of this event. Definitely proves something. The deck came more prepared for this event. Also, Orcust got blown out a lot harder this time around, which was pretty interesting, actually. I'm a bit shocked that that actually happened. I don't know why Orcust. I guess we were more prepared for Orcust as a combo deck this time around. Just as a general whole for this event, which is kind of interesting. I'm curious to see. Banlist predictions coming soon. You'll expect at least 12 videos on that from me, as we're going to, of course, roast some beautiful banlist predictions on the internet, because I love the things that people say, because that is what we do on this channel. So we'll make a new segment later today. Everything kind of came out of it. You might have missed some of this stuff, you might not have, but people love my opinion, because I am a blue-red shirt, Robbie. Can't lie. Alright, guys. Thanks for winning. Congratulations once again to Cody Angeloff for bringing it on home for the NAWCQ. Best of luck on your travels to Worlds, buddy. And I'll catch you guys later today, actually. Peace out, guys.
The ride never, well, truly ends. Thank you, patrons. Without you guys, I don't know what I'd be wearing in these videos. I might be a truffle shuffle incident all over again. Guys, please also check out VanCole40 for some awesome Vanguard content. Some other interesting stuff you might find up here on the left or in the description as well. Thanks for watching.